I asked my criminal law professor if a client ever scared him. His story haunts me to this day. I get chills when I think about it. I changed certain details to make it harder to Google this case. I was able to find it when he initially told me this story. But there's more truth in this than you want there to be. I had a fantastic law school professor who was always exceptionally good to me. I was a bit of an oddball and he took me under his wing. His wife Mary would come to school every Friday and the three of us would have lunch together. We got pretty close and I noticed he was very protective of her. My professor had been a public defense attorney for 20 years before he went into academia. He had a very good attitude about former clients and even visited a few in prison, including a few folks on death row. He said you learned pretty quickly that most people are indeed guilty, but you also learned to separate clients from their crimes. Almost all of his homicide cases were gang-related, and he was a pretty big believer that most gang violence is done under duress. He was also a really big advocate for shorter sentences for minors and better rehabilitation programs. He said even folks who committed really heinous crimes and deserved life in prison would still have their humanity and tended to be easy to work with. My point is that